Yo, what up? Yo, what up? Yo, what up? Yo, what up? So, drink of the day is actually spring water. Shocking, I know. Very, very different from the usual, which is Dr. Pepper. However, in my defense, I have already had a 16-ounce can of Dr. Pepper and a energy drink, so I cannot have any more caffeine lest I tweak out and lose my mind and what have you. So basically drink of the day must now be not soda or caffeine or anything along those lines. Anyways, welcome in everyone. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. The plan for today is probably going to be doing the recipe book menu. So the idea with that is like, well, actually, I know we talked about this on a previous stream where I was going to go through and like redo the like like the way that you go through and blend the smoothies and stuff like that. So that way it's not just going to be, it's not only going to be smoothies. It's going to just be like a full-on recipe thing. So I have went through a few things and I have, well, essentially I've went through and like redone the systems for some of these things to make them easier to manage. And that music is kind of loud for me. I'm going to turn that down just a smidge. Just like that. Okay. Increase the desktop audio though. I hope that's not too loud. Anyways, I've went through the achievements. Achievement is now like much simpler to do things with. It really doesn't even, like, some of these things don't even need to be here necessarily. It's just, it was easier to redo the function that they were in, as opposed to just like replacing it outright with just like, hey, do this, which, I mean, technically I can just do that. I could just put that there and it should just work. It's a very short function. It's like a very, how would you say, like, not very used function, I guess. Inlining it doesn't matter. It should be cool and good. Recipe for food. New title unlocked. Got blessed with a Firehouse subs ad when I hopped on. Ooh, that sounds so good right now. I haven't had lunch. I was looking for something to eat before I started stream, and I couldn't decide on anything. So I wasn't really like, I wasn't actually feeling too super hungry at the moment. So I have dodged lunch for today. So I'll probably like be eating big once stream is done. So do the snow grave route, bro. This ain't Deltarune. as much as I wish I was on the Deltarune dev team, I'm unfortunately not. So I think I would be, I'll say I'd be a great help to Toby Fox. So but let me clear all of this junk out here, and we're going to go ahead and make some menu stuff here. So for those just joining, the plan is to do the recipe menu today. I don't necessarily know if I'll get it done, but since it'll be an offshoot of the item menu, there's a decent amount of code I'll be able to kind of like not really copy over, but reference, which sounds a lot better. So the idea with the recipe menu is that we will have a we're gonna try and keep it consistent with all the other menu designs. So column on the left that has whatever you're selecting, and then everything on the right, everything on the right hand side will be like information about the smoothie. So like the stats that it does, like what ingredients you need to blend it, or, and I say smoothies when it's just going to be like a full on like recipe thing. Like it's not going to be just smoothies. So just understand when I say smoothies, I mean recipes, because everything like in demos prior to demo 5, it has been only smoothies. So we're going to enable retro achievements. Anyway, I'm off and on. I'm cleaning out Twitch following. I've seen more flesh tubers I thought I unfollowed. Fair. Retro achievements probably actually won't be necessary, since the game has built-in achievements. So, but if there was like a reason for retro achievements outside of that, then maybe. But as far as I know, there's no point in having retro achievements since it actually has achievements baked in. It doesn't force you to use Steam or anything for achievements. So, which I like because I don't I don't want to limit your achievements based on what platform you're on. Gonna be grinding points on Twitch? Heck yeah, brother. Hopefully Twitch actually counts viewers properly, because I've seen people complaining about that recently, where it just doesn't count viewers in the way that it should. So I think I know what all we need here. And I'm just gonna put in some variables. Some default ones that I know we'll need. Menu X, a menu Y. We won't necessarily need a cursor because we'll be highlighting things off of the we're gonna be scrolling through a list, so we don't actually need a cursor. That'll be fine. Chat is eating comments. I'm going to refresh. That's strange. Sounds like a Twitch issue, honestly. But because I'm not seeing anything for mod menu. At least I don't think I am. Did I have that, like, hold on, let me edit my layout. Do I need to actually add that? Mod actions? Uh-oh. I might actually need that here. Oh, it's okay. That's fine. Okay. Save that layout. Cool. All right. Should be good. We'll need these things. Let's see. I don't think we'll need to... Actually, we can go ahead and pre-bake smoothies. So let's do... Actually, it's not smoothies. It's not smoothies. It is recipes. Recipes. Go ahead and put it in an array here. And we'll go through. And I can full screen this, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Might be better for viewing. It's taking too long. This is so true. Did the icosahedron die get its price moved down? Yeah. I actually adjusted the prices a smidge again. Roll for VIP is 5,000. Flip for VIP is 12,500. So, minor adjustment, but I mean, I wanted to balance out the process. I feel like these are good now. I feel like these are good until there's like more VIPs, because there's not a single VIP just yet, but we will see how it goes. Yeah, at one point it was like 16k, which might have just been too much, so. That doesn't need to be that. Yeah, I think the price that it's at now is much more reasonable than it was. So let's do this. I think this is what I want to do. So what we're doing here is we're going to get an empty array and then go through every single recipe, which I've aptly named smoothies because I'm still married to the idea. I like smoothies. Smoothies are cool. A lot of these recipes are still going to be smoothies. And we're going to look and see. You misspelled something in the coin flip description? No way. Hold on. Pick heads or tails. I'll flip a coin on stream. And if you side is face up... It's so over. Hold on. This must be fixed promptly. Stop everything. If your side is face up. There we go. Should be fixed. Generational blunder. Anyways, we're going to grab whatever the recipe is, like all the information about it. If we have, actually, wait, I need to just check. Init smoothie. Let's see. Found. If it's been found is what I need to do. So, probably 2-column this thing anyways. I'm gonna make this slightly more readable. Well, easy. Okay. So, what is this going to grab? This is going to grab this information, the smoothie ID, its corresponding item ID, and then the ingredients needed to do things. So, we'll go through this. Once we've went through this, I think we're going to go through the list of recipes and say, let's see. This is an array, right? Yeah, we just have an array that we're gonna get there. No. Recipes dot recipe. Will not forget when Journoid shouted me out. Oh, shoutouts to Vexildy. Oh yeah. This is gonna be like very confusing looking code, but this should do what I want it to do, I think. So, and I'm gonna like walk through it here to make sure I'm doing it right, because when I read out my code, it like any kind of issues will become readily apparent to me. So, we go through all of the recipes. If we have found this recipe, we add it to the list and clone its information. We store a clone of its information in our list of recipes. Then we go through the recipes that we have, and then we go through the actual ingredients needed for the recipe. And we look, okay, the recipe that we're at now, and that recipe's first item, second item, third item, whatever, we're going to replace it with the actual item information. And then go through that. I think that's what we want to do. I think. So, we'll see how this works out. But I'm pretty sure this is what we want. And then we'll need this. And we'll say state is equal to menu smoothie.disabled. But if we don't have a pause menu, then we'll do some bonus things here. So I want to reuse this menu in a way that's like, oh, you're able to just, like, I want to be able to call this menu outside of the pause menu as well, so that way you can just go through and blend a smoothie if you want. Or blend a smoothie. Make a recipe. Yeah, that's what it is. Make a recipe. So I'm gonna like add some space down here so the code isn't like behind my hair. Do not comprehend scripting. I'm still at scratch level block scripting. It takes a lot of time to get used to doing stuff like this, honestly. There's a lot that goes into setting it all up. Or maybe not even setting it all up is the right term, but like understanding what all you're doing. Like, I've technically been working specifically on Angels and Demons for, I guess it'd be going on, like 5 years now? Hold on, let me think with my mind. Because 2020 is when I bought a tutorial that like taught me this stuff. So I started in 2020, so the year of 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. No, it's actually 6 years. This is objectively worse. You know, however, I was starting from a total scratch and I didn't know how to do anything. All right? Like, literally anything. I did not totally know how to program. I was learning that like in college at the same time. I was very, very unfamiliar with digital art. I did not know sound design. I did not know music composition. Like, when I say I was starting from total scratch, it was total scratch. All right? Still, wait. I have 1.2k points. Could buy a stretch break. Hey, that's on you if you want to stretch break or not, TBH. I mean, you could save for coin flip. That's just, what's the play there? What's the play there? Because that's still a 50-50. You're not guaranteed to, you know, you're not guaranteed VIP from that. It's a 50-50 chance. It's either heads or it's tails. Or you could gamble on the roll for VIP, which is more than half the price. Or less than half the price, actually, is the proper way. Less than half the price of the coin flip. What I want to try and do is, when we get back into the, Paper Mario playthrough tomorrow, I might try and run some predictions, maybe. I kind of, like, I don't want to do predictions if there's not very many people, because then it's just not going to be fun. But if there's a couple people watching and they want to participate in the prediction to where it's like, oh, there's actually, like, stakes for gambling your points on the prediction, then maybe I'll do it. But I've kind of held off on it for now, just because there is not that much. It's been a week already? Yes, I think so. It's been a week since we hit affiliate, because I technically hit affiliate like Monday evening. It was really weird how it happened, but let's go. I'm gonna grab this stuff here and drop it in. So, and I wholly expect crashes because of how much stuff I've went and gutted from the game recently, so, you know, we might not even see the menu today. We might, but that's set in there properly. Oh no, I don't want to build the game. No. I don't want to build it as a executable. And one last thing, one important thing. Live call, return, live result. We're going to make it to where we can live reload this code. Yippee! Okay. Let's go ahead and launch and see how things start to work. Or rather, don't work. I don't know. We'll see. Either it works or everything explodes. I'm going to get a sip of water. Display's working good. Oh, I also... Oh, LOL. I borked it. It already crashed. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I also did get the saving and loading fixed with an asterisk. What are we looking at here? Why is this not working? Something ain't right. Let's just see what it's doing, if it's just exploding. Debug message of this. It's just crashing out of the gate, or what? Like I said, there's going to be a lot of LOL in this. Okay, we're going a little too far, it seems, because we did get a lot spat out here. So, what are we missing? Bruh. Is it the height? We get the recipe and an item ID. Well, to be fair, a lot of kids will use a headache as an excuse to get out of class, but then again, that doesn't really give the teacher the right to just totally dismiss him either. I'm very neutral. See, how many did it count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So wait, are we breaking here? We are breaking here, but why? Item ID. Let's also do this in there too. We need to see that. We need to see what's actually breaking and where totally. Borderline crying too. That's rough. That's really, really rough. Okay. What's not getting set here? Which one are we on? Okay. Slightly helpful. Not really, but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one. Oh, because I didn't freaking add it in there. Okay. What's that before? Or it's after the cotton candy one. Okay. Add smoothie. Can I have this full screen? Smoothie.s woodland wish. Item ID.s woodland wish. And what was the recipe for this thing? Honey, root, grapes, sugar. Enough. Item ID honey. Item ID grapes. Item ID sugar. And item ID west root. Boom. Okay. And everything else is in there. So I was actually just skipping one unintentionally in the list. So yes, it was a me issue, but it was also like not a me issue. It was like the game existing issue, I guess. I don't know. I can't wait to get to Super Paper Mario on the playthroughs. It's gonna be so much fun. There's gonna be like a million extra voices for me to do in that game too. Oh, okay, now it's exploding for a different reason. Awesome, even. Okay. Where the heck is that at? Get these out of here. They don't exist. This doesn't exist. This doesn't exist anymore. What is this bracket for? Okay. Now we're cool. I think. We'll see. I mean, it is a me problem now because I have axed a bunch of code that, you know, I probably should have like checked ahead of stream before to make sure it all worked, but I mean, it is what it is. That's part of the dev stream. Whatever. Okay, that time it didn't crash, so we're doing something correct here. Okay. So this is the recipe menu for now. And I am going to say global.bgm volume is 0. So that way we have we don't have that playing the whole time. And where's my game window? Let me bring it over here. I guess. Yep. That'll work. And I guess we don't need all that right now. So we will need to say menu x plus equals menu x2 minus menu x divided by 7 times delta. Yeah, we don't talk about Twitch emotes. They're LOL sometimes. We move these in now? Guess not. What am I missing here? Wait. Why are these not showing up here? Wait a minute. Oh. There we go. Okay. We probably don't need all of these boxes. So Which of these is not that one? Probably this one. The middle? Okay, and we will move this one. Move that one over and move this one over. Yeah, that looks pretty even there. And then this description box does not need to be doing all that. It can come down a little bit as well. And these can also come down. You just get rid of this here. That will probably be good. Kappa emotes are peak. I mean, true. Kappa, PogChamp, and there might be another one that there's probably another one I'm forgetting. I don't think I've ever seen Baby Rage, but then again, I don't really watch enough Twitch to like be totally in on emote culture, honestly. Like, I typically, like, funnily enough, most of the streams I watch are actually on YouTube. So, like, there's not a ton of people I actively go out of my way to watch on Twitch necessarily. But, that's just kind of a me issue. Like, I could probably find streamers to watch on Twitch. Like, I'll occasionally tune into a Grand Pooh Bear stream or, BTMC or something like that. But like, I personally don't watch live streams that often. Like, I have been trying to tune into Bringle live streams. He's been playing through Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, doing a challenge run of that. That's actually what gave me the idea for like making the Mario and Luigi games like challenge runs when I go to playing them on stream, because I do feel like I am really good at those games, where I can't say the same necessarily about Paper Mario, despite the crazy Koopa Bros clutch up that happened. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. I'm gonna move this one in closer. Do 400 and move this one over as well. Actually, it needs more padding. Just like that, because we're gonna need to move this menu out more. Yeah. Something like that, maybe? Nah, I think it actually just needs to have more space. Wrong direction. There we go. And then maybe we can make these. Nope, wrong direction again. Oh, wrong one. This one. That's probably too much. Yeah. There we go. And now we can drag this one out even further. Give it 3 and move it back a tick. There we go. Because I'm going to need that left column to have a lot of extra space for, like, names, like item names. And then we'll have the description in the bottom bar. And we'll have... Actually, wait. Hold on. Stats in one and recipe in the other. Yeah. That's what we need. Yeah, that looks a lot more even now. Okay. I like this. Let's say... What color did I want to give this menu? Did I leave it in here? Yeah. This gets overwritten, so we'll put it in here. And we'll also put it there. Oh, yeah. Okay. What are my favorite types of chairs? I'm a big fan of mesh chairs. That's kind of what I have right now, is a mesh chair. I'd like to get one of those fancy, like, Herman Miller chairs, but those are, like, literally, like, $1,500, and that's, like, the freaking most. So... You get quality education on this channel? I'd hope so. Okay. Do this and say if global.dark mode. Couches are neat, I will agree. Can I see how this looks real quick? This needs to go down, like... Okay, so this is like the dark mode. This would be with dark mode, and this would be without. So... Very, very cool. Let's try something there. I'm trying to... Can I see what it was before? I can. We do 24, 48, 24. That should be like... Yeah, just darkening it. Yeah, that's better. I like that. And then we can remove this test check there. All right. I like couches. They're cool. They can serve as a bed, and it has a multi-seat. If you put 2 couches facing each other next to each other, you have a little area to chill. I mean, this is true. This is true, but then you have to have 2 couches, which not a lot of people can say they have 2 couches. Okay, so we have this now. We're going to do some things. I'm going to actually look in the enemy menu for how I did this, because I don't remember. Yeah. We're going to grab this code and say, go through the recipes. Go through recipes. We'll do some things here. And do this. This is going to explode things, so we'll have to close the menu and reopen it. And nothing exploded. Nothing exploded. We are golden. Okay. I have 2 couches. They're basically unmovable. They've been in the same spot for like 3 years. Fair. Fair and valid, actually. Okay. So we have this code ready to go. And we're going to say text equals scribble recipes dot. Ooh, you know, I just thought about something. We're gonna need to do another thing in here. What is this going to be? This is going to be recipes. What does this actually get for us? We're gonna do a new thing. Recipe items of I is recipes I dot item ID, but we're also going to get item. We'll own that up. Let me comment this out. We need to redo the menu real quick. Okay. And we'll say that this is recipe items. Is that what I named it? Recipe items. Dot name. Text align. Left. Middle. Text draw. 48 and y. Okay, this does not bode well. Where is everything? Did I break things somewhere? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I know it's got to be staring me right in the face. Hello, can't stick around long, but wanted to know what's being worked on currently. Welcome in for a short moment, Science Yoshi. Currently, I am doing the recipe book menu. So, I think I have the idea of how I want to structure it here. So, this left column is going to display the recipe names. The bottom one down here will display the description. This left one will display the stats of the item that you would theoretically make, and the right one will display the actual recipe, up to 5 items. I think I'm gonna stick with that, but like use it very, very seldomly, like specifically for like big recipes, like for items that are cool. We'll see. I don't really know yet, but that's pending a little bit of testing, I guess, to see how it flows. And hopefully makes things like not as annoying. I don't know. I might cap it at 3. I might go through and trim them down or whatever, but I might also leave it at 5. Unsure yet, but essentially we're doing recipe menu, and in typical me fashion, it doesn't want to work. Unsurprising. So, I'm trying to figure out why that is. Wait, I think I know exactly why that is, because if I go in here, I go up here, actually, you know what? I know exactly what it is. It's because I've not found any smoothies. Have I? I've blended the smoothies, but I haven't found the smoothies. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a new thing here. Let's actually make something to find the smoothies. Function, find smoothie, give it an ID, and then just global.slog of sid.found is true. Imagine you find a stove and recipe book on the ground and that's how you use it. Yeah, for sure. Nah, what it actually is the green sun smoothies thing in like the various areas is gonna get essentially rebranded from a smoothie store only to like a full-on restaurant. I think what I might end up calling it is like Green Sun Gourmet or something like that, even though it's like definitely not gonna be that. So it's about time I'm gonna go to sleep. Well, thanks for hopping in. I hope you have a wonderful night and sleep well. Yeah, now it's displaying them. Okay, cool, cool, cool. As it should be. Okay. So, let me stick this over here, go back to our code. This might need to be -1. And this is gonna be 48 plus. And let's shove that in here as well. Boom. What are we selected? Okay. I think this is how I did it in the other one. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we have our selection. I guess we could also, I kind of want the cursor, I think. So let's do cursor. We only need a cursor Y, really. And then menu cursor of global.character at 24 and let's just grab this out of here and put it here for now. 1 1 0 white 1. Okay. And 32, 38. Okay. Gotta go. Good luck with the smoothies. Well, thanks for hopping in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I think that'll work the way I'm expecting it to. Maybe not. Is it breaking everything? Ah, it is. Okay, let's recreate the menu so we have those variables. Cursor wa. Yeah, that's a lot better. I like. Oh, I like that little, like, that's not even intentional, but I like that, like, donk, 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 that it does. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I got a question. What's your question? Okay, so we have the name display, we have the cursor. Now we need to actually display things. Gift you a sub? Heck no, bro. I don't even have the... I don't have, like, the... what do they call it? Like, I don't have Twitch's thing enabled where you can just tap into any of your earnings to, gift subs to people yet. And I also don't have my bank information linked to Twitch. Well, I do, but not for, like, just immediately going out and buying subs. So, unfortunately for you, I'm not gifting you a sub. Yeah, it's called I'm not like, I don't have anything linked to gift subs. I don't have a payment method linked to gift subs. It's in a different spot of the site. Is what I mean. Like, heck no, bro. The next thing I'm going to do, I think, is draw out the stats here on the right, or in the left column. I think left column should be for stats for consistency's sake. That's way too far over. 360? Yeah. And 48. Okay. And then I would put it right column for the stats, except every other menu that has some kind of stats in it already has used the leftmost column, so I'm trying to stay consistent with that. So maybe I should, yeah, I don't want to make this draw call take any longer, so I think I might bake this here. Let's do up here and say string ingredients is this. Because I don't know which would be better, to bake it as soon as the menu is created. No, we could bake it only as necessary. We'll do it only as necessary. So every step. Need this in here as well. Yeah, I know, we don't have it yet. I'm giving it to you. There we go. Ingredients equals array length of the recipe Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, anytime we change position on the menu, it's going to go ahead and generate a list of the ingredients and the stats. So, string ingredients, string stats. I need both of those, and they'll be empty for now. And we'll say, let's see, I need to actually see what our item list has. So, split this over here and look for a smoothie blendable type thing right here. Lemonade. Okay. I will need to bake in some extra strings to the localization file too here shortly to get this working the way I want it to, but let's think here with my mind. We're gonna need the sprite, of course, so we'll say sprite get name actually, we don't even need to access this, so like that. We'll get the sprite, and then we will get the name of the ingredient. And we'll say that string ingredients. I actually need to drop this up here. Make it an empty string first, and then say string ingredients plus equals the sprite, but we need to give it an offset of 0, and I think it's like 6. Draw the sprite, give it a space, and say the name. And then we'll need string stats. So this one's easier, I think. And we'll say I0 repeat cy dot. What do we store this in? Recipe items. Recipe items cy.stats. And then string stats. String stats equals. This is where we'll need like a key, so. Do this. And I'll leave a comment. Replace with dialogue text key later. And I'll do that at some point. String stats will need to be plus equals. Actually, I don't even need to loop through this. Recipe items cy. And we'll just say r.stats. HP is r.stats 0. New line AP. AP is r.stats 1. We don't need this there. Void redeclaration. And there's one extra thing. I need to get the function stuff out of this too. I'm gonna have to look into the item menu to remember how I did this actually. Make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, we can go ahead and do this. So if we have a function, then grab the description, add it on for that thing. And it's not exploding anything. That's good. So now we can say we'll do stats equals scribble of string stats. Stats.align is left. Actually, wait. Hold on. LOL. Don't even need to do that. So I had it right here. String stats. Okay. Let's double break that. And don't do that every frame because that's a lot. And then we need to do stats.wrap 240. Yeah. And we will line break this twice. Why does it snap there for a second? Oh, because it's after the draw. Probably can be a little bit bigger though. Let's do 270. 270 might be too much. 260? Yeah. We'll also say Let's do a switch of r dot type case I type dot, no wait, not that, I subtype, I sub dot, it's a food or a drink, and we'll say, actually we'll just default this. Default heals one party, heals a single party member. Or use on a single party member. Use on all party members. And this one's like use only on Kaguya. Okay. Use on a single party member. That can be like that. And then we need to draw the ingredients out. Oh wait, what stats? Ingredients. Wait, whoops. Did that slightly wrong. This needs to be in there. And it also needs to have an offset. What is it actually? It's like offset up? Yeah. Okay. And give it a wrap and move it back. And line break it twice. That's a slight issue. Very slight issue. Does the wrapping even work? Oh, no, of course it doesn't, because I'm putting it on the wrong freaking thing. There might be a slightly better way to do this, and it's just by line breaking before the item. And then that technically solves it, but let's move it up a bit. Oh, we gotta say that this is the recipe. Recipe. Okay. Maybe we don't do this. I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't really like the line breaking, but that's kind of what it's there for, so. That is okay. And then we go down here and we say actually, we'll set it up here. Don't do a description, and then if we're here, description is recipe items. Description. Then we will. This is scribble description. Left, FA top, wrap. That's probably about 540 and raw at, let's say 320 and 480 for now. That's pretty low. Let's do 360. That's pretty high. 420. That's perfect. Okay. We can give it a little bit of extra wrappability. Not that much wrappability. Yeah, 600 was probably the play. Yep. Okay. So as far as the display, this is done. Cool. That was not as time consuming as I expected it to be, but it's here and it works exactly how it needs to. The only extra thing I could add here is like with the name on the left hand side, just like have the item's sprite. I mean, technically I could do. Actually, there is one thing I can do. Let's say if recipe I dot blended equals true. Oh, you don't even need to do equals true. Let's put this. We'll say if we are selecting it. Otherwise, we'll do this. We're going to say if we've blended it, then you're going to be C lime. And if we're selecting it and have blended it, then it's going to be wavy sea lime. So we've blended all of these by cheating. Maybe that's too bright of a color, or not visible enough. Let's do like Yeah, that might be better. And then it gets brighter when it's selected. And we can go a step further and say, after all of this, or actually, let me see a big recipe. How much space do we have at the bottom? We'll just add this on to the bottom and say, hey, not blended. Wait, this doesn't need to be blended. This needs to be, because it's not just smoothies anymore, it's actually recipes, but there's just a lot of smoothies, so I'm defaulting to blended. This needs to be like, recipe made. Get made. Okay, and let's do some cheating here. Make some of these false. Yeah, I like how that blends better. Okay. This, I think, is good. I think this is good here. Maybe add one more line break in there. Give it some space. Or, actually, you know what might just be better? Is to always draw it at the bottom, so... Actually, we can't do that like that. Let's do it in here. Left, FA top, blend dot draw at, where do we draw recipe? 660. 660 and probably like 380? 370. Well, actually. Maybe we will have to do it out here. It's if recipe items, recipes. Right? No. Blended, not blend. Duh. Duh. Is the description? Oh. Oh. Wait. We don't even need to have that there. Just say description. This is what? This is recipe siwa.description. Recipe items. There we go. And now it won't flicker. Okay. I mean, technically, I also have the... Actually, you know, I got an idea here. I have a very, very interesting idea. Let's move this here. Let's ditch the cursor. And we're going to do something very, very interesting here, I think. This little sprite here. Rhythm judge. And I'm going to take this, align it to the right. And actually, we'll do this. Don't even need this. Check. And that sprite name again. Boom. And just drop it in there. Frame 0. And say 240? Nah. 360? Too much. 320. 340. 335. Oh, wait, can we not blend that? Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. Hold up. We gotta check the docs. Because I remember seeing something about this. Show me text formatting. What was it called? It's like... Huh. I swear there was something for, like, coloring a sprite. Maybe it was actually a function. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's try this. Check.flash. Okay, that does not work the way I want it to. Does it have to just be a color? What does this take? Oh, and a blend factor. Let's do C1. C lime in one? Oh. Oh, it totally flashes it out. Okay. I see. I see. Okay. Not exactly what I want. Let's see. Do we have something else that we can use there? Gradient, blend. Blend might be better. Let's do blend. That still kind of looks the same, so... Is it the wave that's screwing it up? Oh, that's so strange. It's actually so strange. I put this there. Oh, wow. It is the wave. Well, okay. Maybe I need to do the wave after? Huh. Strange. Wonder why that happens. Work with regular colors? Okay, well, whatever. Won't put the colors in, but we will make it wave, so that way it lines up coolly. Okay. I'm kind of liking this. The only other thing would just be to add in like a little flow for blending if we use the same menu for the actual recipe cooking process, which I probably will, but that's a project for a later time because I will need to actually get that stuff set up in-game first. Like the whole flow for that, so I'm probably not going to do that today. Probably. But I'm liking what we got here. Okay. So, that's the recipe book menu done. We got party, we have item bag, we have enemy log, we've got recipes. I guess the recipes need the, we're gonna need some extra things on here. This is gonna need plus menu, minus menu, minus menu, and this will need plus menu X plus menu X. There we go. Now it all goes in neatly. I do think I want to do the recipe made thing in a different spot though, so we'll have it come through with the top. There we go. Neat. Okay. So now, only two menus remain, the map and the runes menu. Which, I still need to gut the code for the map and fix it in a way that's like actually maintainable instead of thrown together. And then the runes menu, oh, crashes the game, awesome. The runes menu is interesting. That's gonna be a totally separate project here soon. Because that, I want to make it look nice and I need to put descriptions for them, which that could be spoilery, so it's probably not something I will do on stream, but it is something I will need to do nonetheless. Well, that took a lot less time than I was expecting it to, so I didn't really have anything other, like, that I knew immediately that I wanted to do on stream, so let me think for a second. I mean, technically, we could come up with some new items, but that's like, new things to test out this recipe book. Or, I mean, there's plenty of bugs I could be fixing, and there's plenty of cutscenes I could be working on. Though, the cutscenes that I need to go work on now are spoilery. Oh, what a headache this is. Typical of me. Typical. Well. Oh no, I'm making progress faster than I thought I would. What else could I do immediately? Let me check my to-do list, I guess. Because I also, let's launch the game. Let's actually just launch the game and take a look at a few things. So there's a few different things to be seen here. Methinks. Going to go studio mode real quick. Let's fix up some viewport thingies. Why is this always misshapen in this viewport? Can you stay where I tell you to? Thank you. Okay. So, let's see here. Oh, seems like the developer didn't program this text to display correctly. Please report this as a bug. That's not supposed to be there. So, what key is it looking for that? Oh, a blank key, of course. Yeah, for sure. So, oh, if I go out of full screen, it breaks that. That's awesome. Oh, it just doesn't even work, period. I think. Oh, no, it does. Wrong viewport. I'm looking at, I was looking at Twitch, not, OBS. Okay. Okay. Show me viewport. Show me the other preview window. And what's going on here? Ah, because there's not a thing for this. Okay. That's on me. That's on me. I see the issue. Let's just default to this. If we don't have anything, that's probably safer. Okay. This updates that story string. I'll have to, like, actually add something in for that, but so there's actually a case for when I do debug things, we'll have that ready and available. Really makes me think. So a lot of my, like, underlying functions are actually done now. We got, like, so achievements have been reworked to not be annoying to deal with. The recipe book is reworked, for the most part, to not be annoying to deal with. Enemy log is reworked to not be annoying to deal with. The runes are actually handled by, like, a story flag, so in here, so they are unlocked based on story sequence, so that's, like, not ever been annoying to deal with. You should really only ever have a rune at certain times of the game. Like, you're never gonna not know about it after you've got it. So, like, once you hit, like, you know, World 1 complete. Once you hit World 1 complete, then you'll be able to see, oh, we got the Rune of Temperance, and so on. So I'm not worried about that. Then there's the only thing left with the settings menu is doing rebindable controls. The file select is mostly done. Let me actually load it up and look at it, because I don't remember where I left off on that. I know it's not possible to delete a file right now, so I could do that. Let's take a look and see what we're working with here. Single player, story, this, so. If we go to delete, we don't actually have a case for delete yet, but. I might need an extra state, like delete, really delete, and then go from there. Go back. What else do we have? Quick play, rhythm game, multiplayer settings, Discord. Settings actually work? No, it doesn't. That's awesome. And I know why it doesn't work to an extent. So, that's fine. Well, we actually shouldn't be freezing there. That actually means the menu isn't existing, which is not good. Don't like that too much. But this does what it needs to right now. So let's see. I have all of it? Yes. Okay. What's our string for that? Do we have the deletes? Okay. Let's say we'll just double up on this. If state is menu file.story load, do this, else this must mean we're on delete. So we'll take this and say what? This is string delete. Delete. Wait, wrong section, wrong section. We need these. Story load. Otherwise, we must be on delete. String delete 1, string delete 2. And we don't need return. We go in here and say case menu file dot story del break max y is 1. And 8 of those. So our cursor updates 2. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna move this down here for sake of organization. Okay. And if menu select, then cy 0. Actually, no, we don't want to do that yet. If cy is equal to, I'm going to reverse these actually. 2 and 1, so you don't like accidentally double tap through these. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but I feel like it's a good idea in my mind. So if we're on 0, then we will go back. So cy is 0. Then you choose, and the state is menu file.story load. Okay, now we can go back, go to delete. When we go into delete, we need to cy 0. Go back, delete. Okay. But if we delete cy is equal to 1, then we will play this sound, file, delete, global.current save, game dot. Actually, we'll need to do a few extra things first. Switch global.current save. If we are on save 1, 2, 3, whatever. 2, 3, then and what is this default to? This. I'm just gonna grab these, slap them in here for a second. update these values. And then need to do this for 2 and for 3. Leave 3. That can stay the same. File delete the current save. And also do this stuff. Let's actually go back to, which one is it? Story file. So yeah, you can delete a file that is empty, but there's no point in it. So that works. That's done now. Neat little effect. I do want to increase the spacing between these options though. Oh, well, that's not right, because it still loaded the file. Well. Cool. Let's jump back into that real quick. Okay. Are we initializing that incorrectly? I bet we are. Let's look at loading. Let's look at the alarm. Maybe we need to look at saving and look at the alarm. That doesn't get updated. Okay, that's strange. That's something I'll have to figure out too. Well. Let's see here. Let's see what this spits out, actually. It spat out something, but... ah, there we go. File does not exist to delete. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. I think I understand it. save data backslash or slash. Maybe I can actually open up the menu in real time and see it too. Data local app data percent. Let's take a look, because there's definitely a save file there. That time it worked. Okay. That time it actually deleted it. Okay, that is fixed. Cool. Cool. So that's working now. We can delete files, which is cool. That's a necessary thing. Well, let's double check. If I try and load this file now, where do we go? Okay. We go into the proper menu, which is doubly good. All right. I'm rocking with it. Okay, so we got the recipe book done. We got the file select deleting done. Cool. I'm rocking with it. Okay. Now I don't know what to work on next. I don't really want to start a big project with it only being like 30 minutes till end of stream. If even that. I mean, I am getting pretty freaking hungry since I dodged lunch. I could go ahead and wrap up early, honestly, but I don't know if I'll do that. I don't quite know. I'm sure there's some other things. Let's see. Let me think. What is something else I could do real quick? Look at my to-do list. A lot of this stuff is graphics right now, which I don't like. Graphics or animation, which is going to be the most. And a lot of the stuff that I can work on is like either a big project or it's spoilery. So maybe 2 hours is good. Maybe I'll just go ahead and wrap up here for today. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So I think that might be the play. So for everyone who stuck around to watch, thank you very much for doing so. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. If you aren't already following on Twitch or subscribed on YouTube, I would ask that you go ahead and click that button. I would really appreciate it. You can check out the links below in the YouTube description or via the Twitch badges to join the Discord, follow me on other socials, or even just play Angels and Demons. You can still play Demo 4. It's still public, and it does not look anything like the game I've been working on today, technically. So, but again, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.